Fantastic morning, everyone. It is December 21st, 2021. Something like that. It is called the shortest day of the year, also known as the winter solstice. So grab yourself a cup of coffee. I think you'll like what I'm going to have to say today. Hopefully you like what I say every day. And hopefully at least one person watches it and enjoys it and learns and gets motivated. Now, this is the time of year when we start to plan our New Year's resolution, and we take reflection of our lives. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Where you're going, doesn't matter where you've been, and where you are is very important, but you want to have some sort of a goal. Now, around the world, we're having a lot of problems. We have wars and conflicts and natural disasters. And we're being forced into lockdowns in many places because of COVID. So that gives you a lot of time to reflect on your life. Lives are being changed. People are learning they can work from home. But when you start to look at your life, and I've been on the road now for 625 days. I left Los Angeles 625 days ago when the government told me I had to lock down, stay in my apartment. And I said, no, I don't like being told what to do. So I ended my 38-year marriage. I gave up all my material possessions, gave the money to the wife, took my favorite fork, knife, and spoon and some clothes, threw it in the car, and I drove throughout the country, 22 states, 18,000 miles, every day meeting people. And in the last 625 days, I've interviewed a lot of people. And before that, I've interviewed people as well. But what I've learned is that people at a certain time in their lives reflect, like we're doing today, on their lives and see what matters. Family matters. Friendships matter. Money doesn't matter. And a lot of people have given up some fantastic jobs to get away from the grind, the city. Living in the city is pretty tough. You don't have to live in the city. You can live on a desert island. A friend of mine moved to Belize, and he's living the life down there. Very inexpensive. I'm in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, where it's very inexpensive to live. There's no COVID. There's no masks. So it's really fantastic here. I think I'll stay here until it dies down, the COVID. I do want to go to Africa. We're planning a Be Fantastic African Kindness Tour, which will be fantastic to see that country. But I probably will avoid the COVID places. In America, I went through the worst areas of COVID. Never wore a mask. I really didn't believe in it. It is a flu. It is a virus. It's a pandemic. It's a little bit more, in my opinion, more than they like scare tactics. And a lot of richest people in the world have doubled their money since COVID started. So don't think it's not about money. But now is the time for you to reflect on your life and your kids. What's most important? Raising your children, teaching kindness. As you know, I've developed the 3 commitments to kindness. Be kind to yourself, which is the most important thing to do. Not care about what anyone else thinks. Be kind to everyone else, because we have to live with everyone else. There's 7 billion people out there. And be kind to our environment. We screwed it up, one person at a time, throwing cigarette butts on the ground, plastic bottles, buying too much crap. I mean, how many yachts do you need? I have a friend who has 3 mega yachts. He spends $80 million a year upkeeping his yachts. It's a lot of money. But he's got a lot of money, so, money in the bank doesn't really do you much good. So, I think, therefore I am. I think I'm a motivational speaker. I'm motivating a lot of people. I've got 3,500 people believing in the 3 commitments to kindness, which will and does improve your life. And it's going to improve the planet's life as well, because if we stop polluting, if we stop buying so much, if we stop using so much water and electricity, and take public transportation, do the right things, it's going to clean up. Because the Earth can heal itself. And it was proven when they did the first lockdown. The skies got clear, the water got clean. It was amazing how the Earth can repair itself quite quickly. But we as individuals must take accountability for our actions. Stop polluting, stop wasting, stop using too much energy, stop littering. And so as I travel, I like to talk to people. I love to talk to people. Love to introduce them to the Be Fantastic philosophy, the 3 commitments. We have 140 WhatsApp groups. People form these groups on their own to help spread the kindness philosophy, the Be Fantastic philosophy. 140 groups out there. Some are small, some are big, and some are very active and some are not so active. But it's about time. You know, you got your job, you got to work your 8 to 5. But again, let's get back to reflecting on your life. What's so important? I would get out of the city, one, which I did, and see the world if you can. If you have a family, you can't really do that. But you can move to a rural area. Because when the electricity goes out, oh my goodness, you don't want to know. You don't want to know the consequences that's going to happen in 1 or 2 days without electricity. You have no money, you have no lights, you have no refrigeration, you have no water. So you're reliant on the governments. And the governments now are telling you what to do, where to go, what to do. You know, they have the passport restrictions now. You can't fly unless you have a passport, a COVID passport. So the governments are controlling your life, but they don't have to. You can go someplace where, you know, in the hills and live off the land, you know. It's like, do you need fancy cars? I've had friends that had the fancy cars, the big mansions, and they killed themselves. They had all the trappings of life. I meet a lot of poor people as I travel, and they all think money is the answer. Going to America is the answer. No. Here in Egypt, it's so inexpensive to live, and they want to go to America where it's 10 times the cost. 10 times. When I paid for my little villa here, I was paying 10 times that amount in Los Angeles. And so you live to survive. That's not, you know, that's not the answer. Some people work 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day to survive. But maybe they love doing that. If you love what you're doing, it's not work. I love what I'm doing now, teaching kindness, so it's not really work. You know, happiness is jumping out of bed in the morning, looking forward to your day. Because when you do that, you're going to have fun. And when you have fun, you do it well. And when you do something well, someone eventually will pay you for it. No one's paying me for this, of course, but I enjoy it, and it's bringing happiness to a lot of people. The positivity, the kindness and love that's permeating through these WhatsApp groups is pretty amazing. It's really pretty amazing. And I invite you to join, to create a group. If your country's taken, you can have a city. If your city's taken, you can have a personal group. And so we have 40 plus countries, 50 plus cities, and a lot of personal groups. It's just starting. But it's individuals. And you need to take accountability for your actions. You can do whatever you want to do in life. You don't have to. And believe me, if you watch some of my interviews on these very wealthy people, they gave it all up just to get back to nature, to get back to a quieter life. You know, most people don't get life till they're 55 years old. And that's a lot of years not to get it, because they followed the system. They went to school, they got a job, they got a career. You know, the system's broken, and the system's changing now. So you can adapt with it. Reflect on your life. See what's important to you. Money should not be what's important to you. When I had a big yacht in the fancy area, I had a lot of friends. Oh boy, did I have a lot of friends. They all loved eating my wife's food, because she was a fantastic cook, still is, ex-wife. And they enjoyed drinking my booze and going on luxury cruises. And when I sold the yacht, I didn't get many calls. So people are people. I can go on for hours about this, but I just want you to take this time of the year, shortest day of the year, to reflect on your life. See what's important to you. Money should not be what's important to you. Money buys you food. There's no question about that. There's a lot of starving people in the world. And, you know, my Be Fantastic philosophy is not going to feed all the world. It might stop the wars, but it's not going to, you know, solve all the problems, what I'm trying to say. Now, you might know these conversations are never scripted, never rehearsed, and there's never been a second take. And I think the first 520 days, I never went a day without making one of these videos. Now, every once in a while, I'll go a day without, talking to my little device here. This device, by the way, I lost. It's everything. It's all my contacts. It's everything. And I lost it at the airport. And because we're being watched, because everything you do is being watched and monitored, they found my phone. The cameras picked who picked it up. Taxi driver, he tried to sell it. They arrested him. He's in jail for trying to sell my phone. Instead of doing the kind thing, which would be turn it in, do the kind thing. See, people typically don't do kind things unless there's a reward. And he didn't do the kind thing, so now he's in jail. And there's great stories out there of people doing kind things. I just read the other day, a woman gave 400 of her dollars, whatever kind of monetary it was, and she ended up getting $1 million a fantastic job. Can't remember the story, but it's, kindness is its own reward, but really kindness counts, and it's amazing when you start to be kind. A lot of people say, when they hear about my Be Fantastic philosophy, what's in it for me, they say. I don't want those kind of people in my group. I want people that say, how can I help? How can I help make the world a better place? Teachers, we have lots of teachers. We have a kindness class curriculum. We have all kind of fantastic things. And I hope you're enjoying being part of this group. I hope you join the group if you're not part yet. I hope, and we have tens of thousands of people that know about the philosophy. We only have 3,500 that are actually give me their WhatsApp number or their email to become an ambassador and get an ambassador number. But it's okay. It's working. And again, it's time to reflect. The government's making you reflect by locking you in your house. When the first wave started, many countries, they barricaded you in your home. The governments are taking control. Don't kid yourself, they're not. They're looking at everything we do. Again, there's positive stuff. The government watching our every move. I got my phone back. Very valuable to me. It's my best friend right now. Anyway, everybody, have a fantastic winter solstice. Have a fantastic Christmas. 2022 is hopefully going to be better than 2021. I hope this COVID thing goes away. Because of the money, it's not. It's multi-trillion-dollar industry now. And as long as people are making money from it, it'll continue to prosper. So, hope you enjoyed my little talk for this morning. Have a fantastic life. It's up to you.
Welcome to the Be Fantastic channel, where you will find many fantastic interviews with amazing people.
Visit the top world museums,
Incredible zoos,
beautiful national parks.
special events, and much more.
These videos are designed to educate,
Inspire.
motivate, and entertain you.
We hope you will enjoy them.
Join the Be Fantastic philosophy.
Please subscribe.
Like and share.
So I just met Dr. Fantastic. I can happily say that he is absolutely onto something. The Be Fantastic movement can move the needle for a lot of people in this world and move the needle for the world and make it a better place. You should pay attention to him.
Overpopulated cities around the world have caused people to become a greedy, selfish, and litigious society. Would you like to be happier, live longer, never be forgotten, and help make the world a kinder, more civil place? It's actually easier than you think. Every day you're asked, how are you? Instead of saying good, say, I am fantastic. It will make you look better, feel great, and reduce your stress. Making the world a better place starts with each person. Please join the Be Fantastic movement today.